Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. It is a delightful Thursday morning. For me, anyway. It is time to do some dragons. Asked you guys what you wanted to see. We got dragons as a consensus, so dragons it is gonna be. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. It is bright early before 7 for me, so it's going to be Hearthstone and coffee. There's never a problem combining those two things together. Let's get some epic matches in. It's going to be the last stream that I'm doing before my honeymoon. So, well, most likely. I may do an early one tomorrow for a little while. We'll see. Play that one by ear. Do have a little bit we have to do to prep for it. Beasts, demons, dragons, elementals. Let's go. Malagos. I think. I don't think we have any good death rattle dragons. Let's go with the dragon. I'm going to open up the dragon list too, because I don't overly remember all of my dragons off the top of my head. I know most of them.
What's your strategy this time, partner?
Our strategy is dragons. Oh. I'd love to do the Greenskeeper, get Wind Fury on it, combo that with like the Fire Skill Hoarder or something with the Fellfire Conjurer or something to that effect. That'd be a pretty cool combo to try out. What are we going against next?
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Eudora, nothing.
Yeah, let's step up our game.
We do kind of have to push tier pretty quick with dragons to make them really good. Really need access to Fellfire Conjurer. With like pretty much every build dragons have, Fellfire Conjurer is going to be pretty big.
Don't tell the others. I'm Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you stronger.
4 digs left, huh? Beast. Let's go with a Patient Scout. It's nice and early. Honestly, I'm going to grab the Intrepid Botanist as well.
Might make all the difference.
We could change him, see what we get for tier 2. That's fine. Sharptooth Snapper turns out pretty good. Extra value for the battle.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Couldn't just hit the Snapper and call it a day, huh?
The battle is really raging out there.
Excuse me. Alright, tier 2 for dragons. We got 1000th Paper Drake, Skyfin, and Whelp Smuggler, Amber Guardian, and Terragosa are at tier 3, so definitely gonna push the tier 3, see what we can get for a 2. Another botanist. We do have mechs, so we can get the tier 4 to start getting tavern spells at end of round. Pair that with double end of round effects from Drakari, maybe. That's like kind of the combo I want to go with, is the tavern spells. I think it's 4 health now. Has it always been a 2-4 or was it a 2-3?
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you stronger.
Let's get dragons going, huh? That is not at all what I want. Let's do... There's a dragon. I could sell Snapper and Patient Scout for a Chef's Choice, get a second dragon. Maybe get Terragosa, but I don't think it's necessarily worth the gamble. We have a higher chance, I think, of getting another Patient Scout and getting the triple.
Have a good battle, friend.
Let's take the round loss here. Yeah. I'm not surprised all those attacks went so well.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Really don't want the highest tier minion from this. It's gonna do damage to us. Well, let's discover a minion of our tier. Terragosa. Permanent. We get Divine Shield this turn. And I think we search for a Patient Scout. Could also do time management, give our field a bit of a buff. I'm gonna grab the elemental. We'll use it for gold value plus another minion. Terragosa will get the permanent Divine Shield, so I'm happy with that. 15/15 Divine Shield. Next turn we'll do tier 4. Next turn we'll go tier 4 and we can sell this Patient Scout and try for one of the Felfire. If we get Felfire Conjure from this, that'll be... Or Drakari. Preferably Felfire first. That'd be amazing. We're gonna end up with like Dracasath, Titus, and... I don't know.
Have a good
Something
battle,
random.
friend.
Terragosa, get over here. Yeah, not terrible. 5, we're still at 16, so... We could still die before we get our greater,
How's it going?
unfortunately. Fire Scale Hoarder is not terrible. Prize promo Drake. Alright, and what else we get? Another Sindori. Alright, we'll grab the promo Drake. Fire scale, promo Drake. Spirit Walker. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that off. Let's grab something here. So that's gonna give us the AoE twice right away.
You can still make a comeback.
Wouldn't have been a bad idea to grab that botanist either. That is super lame.
The battle is really raging out there.
Let's try and get another promo Drake or the elementals to this game though. Crazy. We need to survive. We're going against beasts. She's tier 5 already. We can actually use the Macaw with our fire scale now. Another shiny ring. Whimsy Drake. And a Shadow Dancer. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna leave this one up to like fate at this point. I do kind of want the Whimsy Drake, but I guess it's gonna refresh. She won last round against not here using dragons. As in, not a good idea. Terragosa's ramped up pretty well. Yeah, we're good then. That means we get our greater trinket. So if we can get the candle, that would be a pretty good spot. Need taunt on that fire skill hoarder. Ooh, Greenskeeper. Give each of your minions health equal to its attack. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, get a random tavern spell 4 times per combat. Avenge 3, your tavern spells that give stats give an extra 1/1 this game. That's like... To get the buffs from that, we have to have a lot of things die, right? Let's say the Divine Shield. We're guaranteed 2 minions with Divine Shield. Battle Cry. The Fire Scale for Greenskeeper. Welcome in. Thank you for the subscribe. How are you doing today? Monstrous Macaw. No dice. No. Let's get rid of some of those and grab the That way we get the Wind Fury on that. Buff everything up twice. Get the taunt. And we'll just... Oh, I mean, that was stupid. That last little bit there, not too bright.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
I'm not sure about this one. That actually did work out really well for the battle cry, though. Well, that is it. All right, tied for 7th. That's a rough push. That is going to be the life of dragons, is trying to get them ramped up in time. No one said playing dragons was easy. We didn't get any. We made it to the greater trinket, but not the best options for greater trinkets. Maybe we play something else and just change over to dragons. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Like, change halfway through. We got dragons in again. Dragons and demons. Jandis. Get rid of Maev. Why not? We got tokens. We'll spend some. Buttons. 2 chances at a decent greater trinket. I'm going to say, why not? Let's do buttons. Creatures would have been nice, though. Buy 3 dragons, get a 4th one. Daddy Land. Daddy Ian. I don't know. If you can figure out what the point of that name was, then props to you. Let's go with some gold value. Telepiggy. What a name. Jesse. Yep, that one. Wow. Alright. Won the first round. I feel like I never expect to win the first round using the Alley Cat. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna freeze that right in place. Let's do an Alley Cat again. And I'm gonna sell off one of the tabbies for the recruiter trainee. And we got another Alley Cat. Okay. That is a turn 2 right there. So we'll take that off frozen. That's a crazy turn 2. Impulsive Trickster, 2 2/2s and a 1/1. Straight RNG. I'm not gonna lie, if I saw that field, I'd be like, what did they do? How did they get all that? No, the Alley Cat makes it pretty obvious, but
You're good at this.
let's get rid of one Alley Cat for the dragon.
But it'll fight hard.
Gotta get like 3 dragons on the field before I let you trinket. I wouldn't mind getting a Whelp Smuggler on the field, and Thousandth Paper Drake's not bad. Just to give a temporary buff even to the Dozy Whelp. We didn't see a single poet last game either. Ooh. Really? Alright. Perfect. Keep your stupid snake. I'm glad we blew all of his secrets. Whelp Smuggler. Alright. Got the Whelp Smuggler. Let's do a refresh. And a 1000th Paper Drake. Okay. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna sell both the Alley and Tabby Cat for the 1000th and the extra gold next turn. I'll buff the Dozy Whelp to Wind Fury. That'll give it health. And then every time it gets attacked. Next turn we'll try for a Terragosa. He's on a win streak.
You're doing great out there.
Yep. Alright, well. Still above 31. Or at 31. Above 30. At that golden number. Alright, we got 9 gold to work with, so let's go up to tier 3. We got 1 refresh in the tank, and 1000th Paper Drake. Grab another one. Does this give as a gold? Let's see. What is your gold ability? 2 leftmost dragons, Wind Fury. That's kind of what I thought it was going to be. That's not bad either. But we got primarily dragons before our lesser trinket. We're not doing too bad considering. And most we can take is 10, 10, and 10 till turn 8. So we'll get at least 1 greater trinket. I don't know why this says 7 turns left. Doesn't count down properly.
You are not out of this yet.
Perfect. Alright, lesser trinket. Let's go. What do you got for us? Get a Whelp Smuggler. Whelp Smugglers are now dragons. I'm going to say let's go with the Whelp Smuggler. That'll give us 2. They're both dragons now. Let's do 1 refresh. No dice. Alright, we'll go tier 4.
Great. Let's get some better minions in here.
She's gonna let both the Whelp Smugglers get strong. 412. She'll be a 616. Actually, even higher than that, like a 620. No, even, yeah, 620. So 620 with Wind Fury. This guy, this guy is tier 4 with beasts, 5 win streak. He did lose some rounds early, so, or lost some health. Looks like he took some damage twice to get extra gold. He starts, Kazmarek starts with 10 armor, right?
Tell the others.
Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Oh. Easy. Their blood gems are still 1-1. Yeah, 23 health. Every time that it gets attacked, gains 2 health. Honestly, Whelp Smuggler is so early game underrated, I feel. Look at that. If we can get a Poet and drop it next to that Dozy Whelp, I would be quite happy with that. Probably take the other Whelp Smuggler, stick it on the other side.
You're good at this.
Could also push tier 5. What do we think? Tier 5, so that we can have access to Fellfire, Hoarder, or Search. Try and get maybe a triple on Whelp Smuggler or Thousandth Paper Drake, or get a Poet, which would give us a tier 5 as well. Let's see, we got 48 seconds. Let me know. Which one do you guys want to see? I'll do it. Whichever one. We got a few people that have pushed tier 5 already too. She got Undead. Let's go up tier. Undead kind of yells to me that this Dozy Whelp has a pretty good chance of surviving for a while. Low attack. She might have it ramped up. Still tier 3 though. She have one big minion on the end. So hopefully it's just a bunch of little zombies and they haven't been buffed up at all yet. What do you got? Oh, they have been buffed up a bit. Alright, still gets buffed up. Not too bad for damage. 6 damage, and it's absolutely worth tier 5. And there was no guarantee we would have been strong enough to take those out anyway, but we probably would have. I definitely like that more. Bran Bronzebeard, and he's a dragon. Next dragon you buy golden. I'm gonna say Bran because we got another one sitting right there as well. I don't know if this is going to do well, but we're going to try it. Our Murloc dragon there. Let's get rid of Impulsive. Ah! That's sad. I'm going to grab the high T service.
I didn't like that one either.
Roaring Rallier, not really necessary here. Sure, why not? Let's do not you. Blazing Skyfin. Wow, Late on that one there. We get our greater trinket no matter what, so let's see what we get.
Keep up the momentum.
A little upset we missed out on that brand. The battle cry killed us. Wow, that's a massive Geno stag. Well, we can get armor and be above where be above lethal.
Going out there.
2 tier 6 minions. I'm gonna go with the 2 tier 6s. Nightmare Party Guest. It's alright. Mecha Jiraxis. The other options were terrible. Alright, so those options were less than great. That's okay.
Go ahead and hire one of
Armor, we cannot die now. Let's get rid of a 1000 paper Drake. I'm gonna grab Dracasath.
Here's a gold for the trouble.
And the Whelp Smuggler triple as well. Let's do Mecha Jiraxis. 2 extra minions. That triple. Let's see what we can get for a tier 6.
We're looking for.
Double end of round for spells. Amazing. And we got the Drakari already. So we got a lot of power going on here. Let's give him some health. And an Amber Guardian. He ain't Guzzle the Goop. I'm gonna get that Guzzle the Goop.
That's what I would have picked.
Do double battle cries there. And double end of round effects. So we get 4 tavern spells at the end of the round now. Still need the Felfire, but that is a pretty good freaking start. Blazing Skyfin, 1539 already. Trying to think of what we are going to want to keep. These two are kind of like... Brand's not incredibly necessary, but really nice for the 1-drops with the Blazing Skyfin. Honestly, the Party Guest spot's kind of the interchangeable one. Golden Touch. It's so nice that both those are dragons. Top 5. Hey, we've pulled off top 5 of dragons. I am good with that. Tricky Trousers. You know, we can do Tricky Trousers on the Party Guest here. Not that I need to buy one. I have it in my hand. That was stupid. Hunter of Gatherers. Let's do one more refresh. And a prize promo Drake. Botanist is also nice. Let's see. And a Terragosa. Oh, either of those two would be awesome gold targets. We're going to roll the dice, see if we can get one of the two. Gold prize promo Drake. What do we got? Tier 6. We have had 4 tier 6 options, and none of them have been the dragons. That is not permanent for us, so I actually think I'm going to get rid of him now. It's going to be 6/6 plus the health, but it's temporary. Do that. I'm going to freeze that Terragosa, though. Maybe not. I feel like Terragosa is not actually necessary for the field now. That's a lot of stacking. Let's do one more refresh, see what we get. General Dracasath. I'll grab that next turn. We can use that, buff up our Hunter of Gatherers. Why is that first? What are they doing? He's got a Shimmer Moth with no extra attack. Got more armor, extra gold, another tea set. Maybe a Shimmer Moth.
Nice work out there.
Let's go. Of course we got the Shimmer Moth. Why wouldn't we get it? Alright, let's go tier 6. I'm going to grab Dracasath. Do a refresh. Nothing that we want. Get rid of the party guest. Persistent Poet. Not super necessary. Gold. Alright, there we go. Fireforged Evoker. That is going to be kind of all we need now. Let's go. Extra attack there. That means Bran is going to be the not necessary party member now. That poet would have been nice though. I'll leave it for this turn.
Have you ever met the League of Explorers? Nice. Great.
Honestly, Whelp Smuggler could probably go 2 now. We'll see what we do. I need a poet. Whelp Smuggler's not bad, but it's gonna be. It does the same thing as the Hunter of Gatherers, so. But only he needs a buff. That is a massive Gentle Stag now. $246 Gentle Stag. Top 4.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Say yes to Natural Blessing.
Looks like you can get a triple.
Triple on the Bran. Alright, let's get rid of Whelp Smuggler.
Moving up in the world.
Got Bran down. Maybe get another Evoker. Tolan. I mean, I like Caligos, but
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
I'll give you a good fight.
that kind of sucks. Get all the value we would have had. Extra gold. Let's give taunt to our Guardian, buff our dragons, and we'll give him the buff right now. I'm not sure if that's enough. We're gonna find out though. A Chasmarak with beasts. Not even close. Alright, Silithid. Kinda all about it. Silithid combo, Herald sticker. Nice. That was solid. Hey, you can't knock someone for having a good combo on the field. Nice. Hey, top 4. That's a win. A win is a win. We might have landed in 3rd. Yep, we tied for 3rd. I'm good with that. And we got a golden brand. I don't do that very often anymore. Up some points. Who cares? Alright, start the next one. I'm gonna grab some coffee while this loads in. I'm all out. Oh, dragons again. Demons and dragons. It's actually like, it's pretty solid. We've had dragons every time. We're going for dragons. It's fantastic. We do have Kurtrus as an option again. Curator's not bad. I'm gonna reroll Syndragosa. Onyxia. Thought Onyxia and the beasts couldn't work. You know, I'm gonna try this. I was talking about that the infinite loop yesterday, and I kind of want to see if I can get it.
What's your strategy this time, partner? I'll save these ones for later.
What do you guys think? Infinite loop? We either pull off the infinite loop and it's an amazing game, or we just stick with beasts for a little while and then go dragons near, like, once we're stable. And honestly, Onyxia has 50 health, so an insane amount of starting power.
Have a good battle, friend.
Get wrecked.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
We got all the minions we need to get our passive off once already. Another strong start. I do wish that the triple on the Alley Cat would give like 2 1/1s instead of a gold,
I think you can win this thing.
but I get why they don't want everyone to have free extra minion there. Oh, yeah, we do tie it up. Take that, a Kazmarak.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Do we get another alley cat?
All
No.
the difference.
Yeah, we'll spread out the stats a little bit. How is everyone's day going so far? It is bright and early, 7:41 here. We had coffee, we got Hearthstone, and, well, we got the potential for an infinite loop, and that would be incredibly exciting for me.
I think you can win this thing.
Another tie. Yeah, we're holding that 20 health strong.
Defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you stronger.
That is a lot of minions that can die, all with increased attack. So I think we'll be good to push to tier 4 now. We'll go tier 3 next turn. Most likely get a tavern spell. With any luck, a strike oil for some extra gold. I don't know what his quest is. Get a King Varian. So he's getting 2 tier 6s right away. Beasts. It's probably going to be like a stupid easy quest. Like, have 11 minions die and he's going to be at 10. Man, I want to be Denathrius. Every game I want to be Denathrius.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Cast 16 spells. He's at 12 out of 16 spells already. For a King Varian. He's going to be so strong. We have had, like, straight ties all game so far. Let's go up a tier. I'm gonna get rid of Tabby Cat for another Hummingbird. We're hoping for Souvenir Stand. Souvenir Stand, and then the Greater Trinket, we would need the Beetles. I think the chances of that are incredibly slim. It might not even be something we can get anymore, but I'm hoping. There was something about it being hotfixed out of the game, but the whole strategy is the Beetles summon on an Avenge 5, where you summon 1 Beetle. The Greater is summon 2 Beetles. Souvenir Stand lets you copy your Greater Trinket. So if we get summon Beetles as the Greater Trinket, it gives us 2 copies. So Avenge 5 would mean on, after the first 5, we get 4 Beetles. Broodmother gives you a Whelp on Avenge 4. So the Broodmother will pop up that 5th minion over and over again. So you'll just infinitely summon Beetles and Whelps. That's all you need. You just need 5 minions to die originally. And then you have an infinite loop of minion summons. It literally wouldn't matter how powerful somebody gets their field to be. You will summon an infinite amount of, like, 2/2s to fight them.
You're good at this.
Which, I'm not gonna lie, would be absolutely ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna go with Goblin Wallet. We did not get the infinite loop. I'm gonna go tier 5 next turn, I think, too. And we actually won a round. Goblin Wall is a nice generic increase for us overall. Hit tier 5, we can get a Drakari, which will double up for our Tavern spell generators. No mechs this game, so the only thing we need tier 5 for Fellfire, which we never even saw a single Fellfire last game. With demons and dragons as well, so hopefully we find one this game. Does anybody know what the rate difference is between finding like a legendary minion and a regular?
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Obviously there's some difference, I just don't know what it is. Of course.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
That, sell both of those. We're gonna grab the Scarab. Give that one reborn. Unholy Sanctum. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose against Dawn Grasp here. She lost to a Kazmarak, also using Beast. Beast. Man. He's got... Why Ticketus Sticker? It's so bad. Every 3 turns you get a Dark Moon prize. And you start getting that at turn 6. That means if you do really, really well, you get 2 Dark Moon prizes. 2 tier 3 Dark Moon prizes. And that is it. Again, if you do well, you'll get 2 of them. I can't even remember the last game that I had that went to turn 15 to get a 3rd one.
Keep up the momentum.
Oh, sorry. A 4th. Because you get one right away. So you get one on 6, 9, 12. Sweet, still above 31. We're guaranteed our greater trinket now.
I've got some fresh recruits.
Turn 8. We also got high tea service. I'm gonna grab that.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
Persistent
Go big,
Poet.
Go home, I always say.
Honestly, Greenskeeper's pretty nice too. Let's grab Greenskeeper.
Life is but a dream. Go back to dead.
Yeah, grab the Poet just to have it. That worked out pretty well. We held on to the bananas for a little while. Hawkstrider. It's cool. Break the bubble, get an extra free attack. Dracasath, give us 2 extra Smolder Wings. Oh, just kidding. I don't know why I was just thinking he automatically had Wind Fury. He does not. Rough. Alright. I'm going to take a little bit more. 11, Greater Trinket. Give us something to do with dragons. Or getting us tier 6s. Either one would be good. If they're dragons.
How's it going out there?
Start of combat effects trigger twice. Man, that is one... Those are both so good. We don't have any start of combat on the field yet. Could even just grab Amber Guardian next turn, though. I think we're going to go with start of combat. Start of combat, Amber Guardian. I'm going to sell off both of these. Grab another Greenskeeper as well. Whimsy Drake, too. Rallier. Go to Dracasath. Let's do that. We need that on the field. Get a ton of dragons next turn. But we'll do that. Buff him up a little bit more. Actually, you know what? We can... Nothing crazy. Do that, and I'll give our Amber Guardian the taunt. Our first 2 attacks are going to give us 2 more dragons. Start of combat, 2 divine shields. Hopefully it goes on one or both of these. No. No. One on the 2 dragons that couldn't be affected. Perfect. Delightful. You get another dragon though, so. And we mitigated a good chunk of damage there. 9, we just, if we can get armor. Armor will guarantee the survive. We're going against the dead guy too though, so we got that benefit. I think we go tier 6. Prize promo Drake. Maybe double start of combat. Bit of a toss-up as to what we're gonna do here. Hey, Fellfire Conjurer. We don't have any. They don't really have anything that works for that right now, though. let's go. Thousand Paper Drake. I didn't really want to get rid of the Greenskeeper, but I want the Wind Fury on him for a turn. And the Divine Shield. It's kind of perfect. Now we get the triple, so that's going to go on the 2 leftmost. That's pretty good. And we tie the round. Oh no, we win the round against the dead guy. Look at that. We get a gold. It's working. Let's get some armor.
You're good at this.
Yeah, we can at least get rid of 1 for some extra gold. We got 16 gold to work with. The whole Fellfire thing's not really going to matter, though. We had double start of combat, but no dragons to really use it with. Let's go Caligos and try and trigger some. Do the Battle Cries, trigger Hunter of Gatherers, permanent increase with the Poet. Something to that effect. Do this right away. I'm going to put it on our Whimsy Drake. Another Promo Drake and an Ignition Specialist. Let's get that out. Yeah.
Doing great out there.
29-29 on the Beatles. It's gonna be rough. We got the permanent Divine Shield and the Hunter of Gatherers, though. I probably could have got rid of the Amber Guardian since I put her out. That's my own fault. Poisonous Cobra. That's good, though. He just hurt himself on that one. That sucks that we lost him, then. If we can kill off the 2 Shimmer Moths. No, we lose this one. Actually, we might lose by 1 now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we lost that no matter what. Yeah, 4th place, not terrible. I had a heck of a time trying to get like a cohesive strategy going there. Probably my own fault. I don't know which dragons to... I don't know if Caligos... If we had Caligos on the field instead of the Amber Guardian, that might have been what we needed. It wouldn't have been a huge buff, but he had the Pet Tree one there. Alright, we got Demons and Dragons again. I'm going to go with Reno. Unless we get Denathrius. Alright. Now, if we get Fellfire, we can get it on the field right away. Make it gold. Double end of round. We did see in that last turn Drakari, but again, it was just like, it's too late. If you're on turn, 10 or 11, before you start buffing up your Tavern spells, like, you're way behind. Be nice if we got, like, the Portable Cube on turn 9 to get a tier 5 and got it that way, something like that, so we just get them every turn. We have Naga as well. Dragons and Naga. It's one heck of a combo.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Grab that other Wrathweaver, I think. Do them apples and Wrathweaver and then go to tier 2. People get so upset when you don't go to tier 2 on the second turn, but it's the same. It's depending on what you get from your turn 2, it's like the same thing as just going up a tier and then buying a tier 2 minion. Yes, you could get a tier 2 and be able to steal a minion, but it's less likely. You're more likely to still only get one tier 2 minion. And most of the tier 2 minions are not that good. And then on turn 4, we're both back at the same spot, right?
It's good to get some minions in play.
We can get damage reversal, and we can push up tier quickly. Pinky boy. I genuinely like the art on this card. I don't know why he's wearing like feather armor, but he is. It's like a warlock wearing like some weird feathery armor. All right, Wrathweaver triple.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
I'm gonna go with the Bedrock. I don't want to take damage for no reason from the False Implicator. Reno has the perfect health to take 10 damage 3 times and 15 once. Or 10 damage twice and 15 once, rather. No. 10 damage 3 times, 15 once, rather. So turn 5, 6, 7, and 8, we can lose all 3 of them, or all 4 of them, and take max damage and still have 1 HP for our Greater Trinket. Not that that's the goal, but it's a nice perk.
The battle is really raging out there.
As much as we want to go dragons, I could also just hit that Bountiful Bedrock with Gonna Be Rich, and we can just start ramping up elementals fast, too. It is turn 4. It's an option. It will get us ahead quickly. I'm gonna do it. Makes him twice as strong, gives us 2 elementals now. Not that I necessarily need to ramp up elementals, but I think that is a huge step forward past most of the people. We can go tier 4 next turn.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
2 technical elementals. That made our minion big enough to take the hit. So we won the round. So not only did we not take damage, we got 2 extra elementals instead of 1.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
I'll do what I can.
Yeah, our field just got massive. Patient Scout for an absorb on a hit. And yeah, 3 decent sized minions. Just gotta remember not to play any demons we shouldn't be playing. I feel like elementals and their relationship to trinkets is probably the best. I don't think I've played an elemental game where the trinket that we see doesn't directly benefit elementals. Versus the other ones will get, you know, 4 very generic options, or they're like, it'll be based on death rattles, which isn't, it's might be like based on the field you have, but it's not based on the like the type you have. Take that, nerd. Another win. We're on a 4-round win streak.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
See, like I said, Celemental, Nami sticker, and a colorful compass for elementals. 3 of our 4 options were elemental. After you cast 7 spells, get a random tavern spell. It's not very good. Wasn't planning on an elemental game, but sometimes you just go with what you're given. 2 elementals from Bountiful Bedrock. That's going to be 2 more buffs to our tavern. Got 3 real good choices next turn, plus the 2 increases. Can also go up a tier. We can get rid of Wrathweaver. I think our tier 3 elemental options, aside from Bedrock, are kind of... Actually, all 3 of them are pretty good, so maybe we do that. Why are there... There are 6 tier 3 elementals. You got Bountiful Bedrock, Felemental, Glowing Cinder, which is the 1 attack on Death Rattle, Sand Swirler, 1 health on Battlecry, and Wildfire, plus the Landlubber. That is so many options. Whew. Lucked out there. Wins for days. Elemental, more gold value, plus the Nami sticker.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Let's go with Chef's Choice and use it on the Bedrock. Let's do Cyclone and Wildfire. Next turn we'll go tier 5 so that our Bountiful Bedrock can give us some tier 5s. Dancing Barnstormer and Lightspawn. Lightspawn's not bad. And we do still have the option to pivot depending on what pops up. But we're just using this to get up our tavern tier, not die. 5-round win streak so far. He's not doing too hot. He is one. He is 2 turns away from getting the greater trinket. He's gonna die on turn 8. Do a party elemental. Alright, turn 5, we get 2 more elementals. We got 2 party elementals now. We haven't buffed up their buffs at all, but... Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but he's ridiculous. Hang on, let's get the, let's get the little crybaby in here. He's so whiny in the morning. Huh.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Alright, glowing cinder, so we can get our buffs up a little bit. And if elemental. Ooh. If we can steal one of this guy's minions, he's got the Bellfire on the field. That'd be fantastic. We are way ahead of him in power, though. Actually, he was on a really good win streak until we just fought him. I think you're going.
You're good at this.
Arcane Nami sticker 4/4. Arcane Behemoth would also be nice, but we're gonna go with that Nami sticker. It's just too good. Let's sell. Oh, let's sell Glowing Cinder. I like it, but sir, you're being ridiculous. You're being ridiculous.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Kraken Cyclone. Get tier 6 out of it. An Unleashed Mana Surge. Ignition Specialist is more up our alley right now. You're not allowed to free roam into office. What are you doing? There we go, Sand Swirler. Let's grab a Fortify. I'm gonna freeze it.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
They're not allowed to free roam around the PCs or anything, so they're either in our laps or out of the room. Ooh, Guiding Candle. We had a sweet comeback game with that same like kind of field. Good on him. That KT is gonna be real hard to beat. Double Ignition Specialist, double Evoker.
The battle is really raging out there.
And we lost the round. So
That's what
it's
I
all good stuff. Let's do Battlecry. Barnstormer.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. Good fight. Now
Yeah, tier 6. Glowing Cinder and a Sand Swirler. Plus the Amplifying Light Spawn. That is a pretty all-star lineup. Let's get that on the field. Let's buff everything by 6/6. I think I'm just going to sell all 3 of these now. I could have sold like 1, played the Light Spawn, got a little bit of a buff, whatever. Let's do Cinder. Buff our Light Spawn. And then throw Taunt on the Cinder. Something like that. Every time we play an elemental, we get 6/6. This can give us tier 6s now. Hopefully we get at least 1 Gentle Genie. This is our sweet dragon game, can't you guys tell? Is there even a dragon elemental? Maybe I'm just not thinking correctly. Dual type. No, there's no dragon elementals. I feel like that would be really cool. They just don't want us to have nice things. Goodbye, Zephyrus. Lost Staff. That is incredible.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Let's grab Barnstormer. Hit one of these with the Lost Staff. Whew. Sand Swirler, number 2. I think we can get rid of the Bountiful. You know what? Let's get rid of the Wildfire. Let's go Sand Swirler first. Get rid of the Specialist now. Look at those stats. That is ridiculous. They're all 100s now. Let me grab that, put him on our Crackling just so we don't have to replace him yet.
A good tactical choice. You're down a minion.
108, 109.
Everyone's gunning for you.
+6, +7 to all elementals for the rest of the game. We got so many ways to ramp up our tavern right now. Ooh, he even lost to a Kazmarak. He won against the dead guy. We're in the top 4, and we're still at that 31 mark. Not that that matters anymore, but killing it with the elementals. He's got the really powerful dragons. He did 35 damage last round, so I don't know what that's going to mean for us. Nothing good, obviously. Elemental. Let's sell Barnstormer. Put that on the field. Grab this elemental. Another technical elemental. 2 more technical elementals. Hot damn. Let's Sell Sand Swirler. I'm gonna put a technical elemental over here. 2 buffs. Sell that. Play another one. I think this is worthwhile to do. And then if we can break Divine Shields next turn, I don't think we're gonna just die to him outright. We could. We could take a full 35 here. I don't think it's gonna happen. Not with a 438, 440. He didn't have a poet on the field yet, so his stats that he was gaining were temporary. 4 tavern spells, 2 evokers. That's, I don't know, I'd say at best 20, 10 every turn. Maybe like 26, 13 every turn added. So they're probably like, I don't know, somewhere in the plus 100 AoE range between the two of them, right? Actually, no, it could be a lot more. Maybe he's just massive. We'll find out.
See if you can stay on
He's definitely got a lot of power. That is for sure. Looks like he just got the poet. Alright, 18 damage. Gold. Wow. That's awesome. He has such a good dragon field. That's what we were trying to get.
yourself back up and turn it around.
Let's grab that genie.
Better hire a recruit.
And another technical elemental.
Is no place for mortals.
That one might make all the difference.
Alright, let that go as it is. Grease Fire will buff everything by another 8-9. 9-9, because the amplifying goes off first. The technical elementals are so crazy good for this strategy. Take like a 3-4 minute breather or something like that after this match, just so you guys know. And then we'll be back and we'll really push for dragons. This was our push for dragons, a sweet elemental game. Started to ramp up, and then we got the Nami stickers, and that's just, it's too good to pass up. Double Nami sticker. I wish it would give us that when we're pushing for elementals. That's all I'm saying. But like I was saying at the beginning, it feels like if you have elementals on the field, the trinkets for elementals are the ones that they give you like the most often. We didn't get the genie death. No, I think Phelan is definitely out. Absolutely. Alright, us against a meatbag.
You're good at this. Go ahead and hire one of
Blazing Grease Fire. We got another Molten Rock. Sell that off, grab the Molten Rock. Grease Fire. Sell off the Grease Fire for this one.
and up a go.
Another Sand Swirler.
That's what I would have picked.
Give her the Light Spawn for Sand Swirler. Another technical elemental too. Could do both those for a technical. Slap it on that Crackling Cyclone. You know, I'm gonna do that. Why not? It's gonna give us the buffs again. But one huge minion. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be somewhere in the, I don't know, borderline 300, or 300, 150 range on his minions now. And he's got at least one poet. Plus he's got the Divine Shield. He probably dropped the Divine Shield for another Poet at this point. So he's going to have at least 4 minions with permanent Divine Shield. Getting buffed by like 300, 150 every turn. It's so good. That Guiding Candle makes all the difference if you get exactly what you need right away. And the spells themselves don't even matter. As long as you can use them. Obviously, if you get like the Absorb a minion, spit its stats on something else, you don't really want to be using that, but... We landed a solid 2nd place. I hope his dragons are over 1,000. It'd be amazing. Yeah! 3 poets on each other. Wow. That is amazing to watch. I'm excited to lose to that. Not even upset. That is awesome. That's crazy. 2 gold poets and a regular one. That's next level. And he had to search for that too. Actually, he just make him gold because he got a bunch of tier 6 cards. Alright guys, that was an amazing match. We're going to take like a 5-minute break, and I will see you guys back in here for some more dragons in like 5 minutes. Alright, we are back. Oh, I had a code brown. Needed immediate attention. And some more coffee, which is obviously what's causing that. Alright. Second place last round. We used some elementals, despite there being dragons. So let's push harder for the dragons. That guy had such a good combo. He had 3 poets, 2 gold poets, the gold and regular evoker, and I think a gold ignition specialist. All with divine shields, all getting buffed. In that last turn, his poets all went from, because I think he only had 1 poet before that turn. His poets went from, what, like 70, 90 or something, all the way up to 400 plus permanently. So there was no way we were countering that after that turn. No dragons this game. Alright. That gives us a free game to do what we want. I'm feeling like a Terran Gorfiend. Strong early, middle, and end with him. Maybe like an old school beast game. I don't know. See what we get for options. Are there any Death Rattle pirates anymore that are... I don't know if there's like any. No. That's crazy. There is not a single, aside from duos, Death Rattle pirate at all this season. Not one.
Supreme executive power.
It's actually kind of really lame. Why would you not give at least like 2 or 3 in the whole mix? Get rid of Peggy Sturdybone. Card's so dumb. I feel like if you have like 2 or 3 gold Peggy Sturdybones with like a Spacefarer and a gold Doubloon Grifter, and you're just like ramping up, I guess I could see it, but aside from that, not at all.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Pirates lost to Pirates. So he's got extra gold, which means he had 5 gold this turn. He probably, I don't know what he did. Went up a tier, maybe bought a spell. I don't know. That extra 1 gold's not gonna do him a whole lot of good right now, though. He didn't have a laureate, most likely, unless he managed a laureate with more health. Yeah. Yep, just a busker. That extra gold. He said he went up a tier and grabbed a spell.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
We could do a mech build with this. Mech or beast is kind of what I'm thinking. But... Test just as pirates.
That one might make all the difference. Keep up the momentum.
Yeah, let's go with that. I kind of figured she'd have a laureate. It's decent size. Break the bubble. Perfect. And that is a win for us.
Your minions really pulled their weight. to get some minions in play.
Should be winning against Daenerys. This is going to be his, like, start to ramp turn. He has one Murloc. But we're on turn 4. So theoretically his first turn he used Wisdom. Second turn he used Wisdom. Maybe bought a spell. Third turn, Wisdom. Tier 2 and a Murloc. This past turn, Wisdom, and he didn't go up a tier, so he upped his field.
I think you can win this thing.
Coming in clutch with the single microbot wins. However, if we don't get something on the field that we want to go with,
Keep up the pressure.
yeah, let's go tier 4. Alright, Busker. Extra gold next turn. It's not bad. Even if we lose this round, 10 damage cap. He is on a 4-win streak. We are also on a 4-win streak, so who knows what that means. He just got his first Dark Moon prize, so theoretically he is going to be a lot stronger than we are. Also, why is his passive every 4 turns, but the actual Ticketus Trinket is every 3 turns? Seems not
Think you can win this thing.
overly lined up. Perfectly incapable of killing anything. Nice.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
That's 3 extra gold next turn, plus the Tauren. I'm gonna say absolutely for the Splinter. I'm gonna full send that. Let's go with these 2 and the Tauren. Busker, overconfident. I don't think we're going to win against him, but at the same time, if we do win against him, that overconfidence would be huge. Because it'll go off twice. That alone would put us at the gold we need. So I'm going to roll the dice on that one. Double overconfidence. I think it's worth the risk. And honestly, if we lose the round, whatever, but I don't think it's that much of a risk. That way we get to at least utilize the Spirit Walker. Again, that's a lot of gold. If we do win this round, it's a ton of gold.
Win this thing.
We do not win the round. That grifter is way too big. All right.
The battle is really raging out there. You're down a minion and up a goal.
What do we get? Golden Kangor's Apprentice. Weird. Let's go tier 5 Kangors for tier 6. Let's go with the Mecha Jiraxis. There's not 2 pirates to steal. Still not 2 pirates to steal.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Still not 2 pirates to steal.
The odds are in my favor.
Man. We're getting done dirty on this one. That's why, because Torn gives us the extra one, so I wanted to wait, but...
Have a good battle.
Mecha Jiraxis, Kangor's Apprentice summon 2. What in the world does he have going on there? He's got a good setup. He went with the Splinter as well.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure. That'll do some damage.
Alright, Auto Assembler. That's kind of perfect. We can steal the 2 pirates. Or just sell that off. Put the mech down. Planar Telescope. Prosthetic Hand. That works, I guess. If we can get a taunt on the auto assembler, this will ramp pretty quick. Taunt on auto assembler, it will die, summon the automaton. This is going to be our first set of automatons being summoned, so it's going to take a minute for this to ramp up. But I'm actually just going to sell the Spirit Walker as well.
I like where you're going with this. I think you can win this thing.
He doesn't have much for automatons either. In one turn, we're gonna get... Yeah, we already ramped up to be just about as strong as his. More automatons. More automatons. One turn, we did what he did in... since turn 6 at least. And he had 1 automaton on the field already. So, if we can get a gold copy of the auto assembler.
You're good at this.
These are terrible. Guess we go with the dagger. What do we want? We want to make this gold. I'm gonna need taunt on that more than I need anything else, right? Let's get taunt, hopefully. a mech.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
There we go.
You're down a minion and up a gold.
Another regular Kangor's Apprentice would be great. Another Tauntaun. Yeah, whatever.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
That was really lame, actually. That immediate hit on the Kangor's Apprentice.
Raging out there.
Some next level lame. I need a gold copy of this assembler.
We're in business. A good tactical choice. A good tactical choice.
So, the Divine Shield will help us kill off one of the mechs that summoned earlier to get extra summons of the Automaton. It's not terrible. The only downside is that it is very random as to what happens after. Titus is really good, but honestly, if we get another Kangor's Apprentice, that's a better... One more Kangor's Apprentice is better than Titus, just for the sake of summons and field space, and the auto assembler's dying. We really don't need extra summon. We're already summoning 4 mechs. Titus doubling that does nothing for us. The only way it's more useful is the initial kill and summon, but even that we're over summoning.
Have a good battle, friend.
That worked out really well, actually. Extra summon. If we get that to be gold, those are going to be twice as strong. Top 6.
Nice work out there.
Golden Touch. Amazing.
Better hire a recruit.
Alright, another assembler.
I like where you're going with this. Go ahead.
One
and
more.
hire one of
Come on.
these recruits.
Give us one more assembler. No dice. We'll take the pirate. Get the extra gold. And we'll slam one of these. I tried. Again, if I do away with Titus Rivendare and I put the auto assembler first.
Better hire a recruit while
That should work. One less, but this comes back. Still has Taunt and Divine Shield. So that's one auto-assembler death. This one will attack, die, second auto-assembler. The third one has Divine Shield and Taunt, so theoretically, 3 of our 4 first creatures killed are going to be auto-assemblers, which means Kangaroo's Apprentice is going to summon 3 more auto-assemblers to summon 3 more automatons. Not sure how much better or worse that is than the Titus, but we're going to go with it and see what happens. Going against Beasts. He's got the Unholy Sanctum. He's going to have a massive Moth. Yeah, 83 on those right now. I don't really think we stand much of a chance here. Maybe we do. If we kill the Shimmer Moth, which we will, we still survive. 7 damage. Top 5.
rough battle. Pick yourself back up.
Alright, we need the auto-assembler.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
Or to make a minion, we control gold. Either one, but we need one of the two. There's the auto-assembler for the triple. Let's see if we can win this thing now. Now, Titus would be better. Syllabus, what do you got for us?
Arise, my champions!
Alright, so this dies, summons 1 gold automaton, and resummons itself. Something like that, maybe.
Catch 'em all!
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
That is so bad. Dazzling Dagger. It's just, whew, bravo on that greater trinket. Why is that a greater trinket? That is so bad. Maybe a lesser trinket, and I don't even think that most people would pick it as a lesser trinket. Yeah, we're beyond dead right now. Whew. Yeah, real dead. He definitely got the pirate comp off. Alright, tied for 4th. That's probably 0 points on that game. Somewhere around there. 1, maybe. +2! I count that as a win. We tied for 4th, even if we're in the 5th place spot. Let's see if we can find some dragons. Bacon Friars. Demon Dragons, Beast, Demons, Dragons, Murlocs, and Quillbore. Halakir actually would have been pretty good for the Dragons. Mutinous or Syndragosa? Let's go with Mutinous. Get a little extra early on. Basically that spell for free.
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
He's probably going to have a Mana Saber. Honestly, I feel like going against the Lich King, you're better off just keeping a minion in your hand and taking the 2 damage on the first turn. Didn't realize we were going against him, but probably going to do extra damage to ourselves because of that. Oh, guess not. That worked out. Just 2. Kind of want a Dozy Whelp and a banana.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
We got a banana. No Dozy Whelp though. There's the Dozy Whelp. Next turn we can grab Dozy Whelp, Tabby Cat with the Devour, and go up a tier. Hopefully it goes on the Dozy Whelp right away too.
Nice work out there.
Dozy Whelp.
Pressure.
It's gonna go right onto the Alley Cat. I'm not surprised. That's alright. Next turn. Next turn, we will slap those out the Alley Cat stats right onto this Dozy Whelp. We'll be at 9-6 right away. Oh, a little more. Tier 3 already. Rolled a 6. Endless Mike. If you have a little bit of Mike, they'll give you a lot of it more. Soapy Ferret. Okay. Whatever Camzano is. We got Cake Eater. Tefati.
Win this thing.
Andrew. Andrew's freaking killing it.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Let's slap those stats on our whelp. And I'm gonna take this turn to ramp.
That one might
Strike roll for gold and a patient scout. For good measure. Another Dozy Whelp. Kind of want to try the beast ramp with the undeads, with the Sin Runner Blanchy. It's like what, pirates and undeads you need to do it. Use the Sin Runner Blanchy and then just feed all the stats onto it. Honestly, Mutinous would be crazy good for that.
be on top.
If I'd kept the dragon first, we'd have been fine. That might have been the same end result.
Welcome
let's get the pendant so we can get our greater trinket next turn, and then get candle. So we can just get evokers and ignition specialists right away. Start ramping them up on turn 7.
I think you can win this thing.
Lame. Really lame, actually.
The battle is really raging out there.
Oh, whenever you play a card, give a friendly dragon 3/1.
Nothing scares me, except the mice.
We're gonna go tier. I don't know if I want to do tier 4, 5, or 6 with
Have you ever met
the
for
patient
exploration?
scout.
Nice.
Tier 5 can give us Fellfire, even Fire Skill Hoarder. There's a lot of tier 5 dragons. For tier 5 dragons, you get the Bronze Steward, the Death Rattle Battle Cry for 10 attack, Conjurer, Fire Scale Hoarder for the Shiny Rings, Dracosath for the Battle Cry dragons, Hunter of Gatherers. In tier 6, you got Caligos Specialist, Evoker. Technically, Nadina is a dragon specific. It's not bad minions. We're not guaranteed to get our greater trinket with what we've got going on here right now. If we take, we need to take less than 4 damage, or 4 damage less than cap on the one of the next 2 turns. It's 3 damage less than cap. We are in exact lethal range right now.
Battle is really raging out there.
Patient Scout.
I'll do what I can.
We'll see if we get another Patient Scout next turn. If we can triple it and sell it for 2 tier 5s, we might be able to start ramping next turn. If not, we may be a little doomed. We're going against the guy in first. 3-round a win streak so far. Portable Factory, depending on what he went for. Honestly, Portable Factory is so good. Just, no matter what, every 3 turns you get a minion of a higher tier. Even if you're not even going to use them. At least every 3 turns, because you can still obviously get the minion in the Portable Factory. Or from, like, the same, yeah. Another copy to triple it faster.
I've been freelancing since they trashed my place in Dallas.
Divine Shield. No, okay. worked surprisingly well. We tied, so we're good to get our greater trinket now.
I've got some fresh
Greater trinket
recruits
next
for you.
turn. Let's go. I'm gonna try and get another patient scout. And we got the patient scout triple. We also got a prize promo drake and a persistent poet. That turned out surprisingly well. Let's get to tier 5. Just gonna go with the Sin Runner. I mean, I don't know, I guess. Double end of round effects. Good with that too. Let's see what we get for tier 5 in the tavern. Bronze Steward. Okay. Bronze Steward, Persistent Poet. Let's do... Probably should have buffed my tavern. I'm gonna sell that. Spit that stats on there.
Have a good battle.
That's
friend.
something. It won. We ramped up a Field of Dragons, not necessarily a good one, but need a taunt on that Bronze Steward, I think. And by I think, I mean obviously. 2 tier 6s. We're gonna go with that. Heart Atrocity. Nadina. Sure. Taunt. Let's put that thing's stats onto something else.
You're down a minion and up a goal.
Kinda need taunt on the Nadina as well. Ooh, Terragosa. No other taunt. Let's get Nadina on the field. Terragosa. I'm gonna have to get rid of the Drakari. For another prize promo Drake. The only thing that's not going to maintain its buffs permanently is going to be that one prize promo Drake. Give 3 friendly dragons Divine Shield. 1, 2, 3, hopefully. If Bronze Steward dies right away, that would be fantastic. If that dies, then Nadina attacks and dies. Which is not going to happen. We we need Taunt on Nadina. Won the round again. She can get a full field of dragons.
Nice work out there. Keep up the
There's the
pressure.
taunt for Nadina.
Like where you're going with this.
And let's... I feel like Bronze Steward's not bad, but... Let's go up a tier.
Great. Let's get some better minions in here. You're down a minion and up a goal.
That's gonna give... That should be pretty good. That'll guarantee 2 permanent Divine Shields no matter what. That's gonna put Divine Shield on one of them. Yeah, it's gonna put Divine Shield on one of them. Potentially the Promo Drake, but then when Nadina dies, the other 3. Assuming Dozy Whelp doesn't die first. Murlocs. There's a lot of Venomous mixed in with this guy's strategy. But we cannot die this turn, so it's not too bad. This may end up being the last match of the day, at least for now. Maybe hop on later, I'm not sure. Probably gonna take a little bit of a break though. Be nice if this destroyed a friendly minion, so we could just get rid of Nadina that way.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Yep, figured that was gonna happen. Alright. Well, Divine Shield on everything else at least. And we win the round. They are out. No more freaking Murlocs. Very satisfying because Murlocs are obnoxious.
Your minions really pulled their
Another Persistent Poet. So we can do away with the Guardian. Second Persistent Poet out there. And tier 6.
Now we are in business.
Damage cap's 15 as long as this guy's alive. Oh, cool bore. So we get the 3/3 twice AoE and it stays on our poets now too. And hopefully we can get Divine Shield on that Dozy Whelp. Actually, if we can do that. That way they get Divine Shield each permanently. No. We'll do that. That way. It's kind of... I don't know which one I want. I guess either way the stats get spread out pretty well. Nothing really AoE except for the one beast. And a tier 7 dragon, which he may actually have. He's got Cool Bore though, so. Could still have the tier 7 dragon with a bunch of blood gems. That is not a bad play at all. So we'll see what happens here.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Oh yeah, 12-18 blood gems. Pretty minimal damage considering. Top 4.
I've got some fresh recruits.
Top 4 with dragons. Our dragons are so weak. We have like nothing has given us any sort of ramp for dragons. Hunter of Gatherers and a Persistent Poet. Let's do that. Let's do the Persistent Poet. Get a tier 6. Hopefully something good. Not really.
Go back to dead.
No, double stats. Hunter of Gatherers. Let's see what happens. Thinking this guy's Cool Bore are a whole hell of a lot stronger than ours. Plus, he's got the Death Rattle, double Death Rattle. Yeah, it doesn't bode well. If he has 1 3-low Cool Bore, double Death Rattle, he's had extra gold to work with. It's gonna be rough. 6-round win streak. Oh yeah, 3-low Cool Bore. His blood gems are how big? Yeah, 12 5s. And he's got the crone. Oh yeah, 155. Massive. It's crazy because you can just like, I don't know, not be bad per se, but 12-5. If you get that combo on the field, that's not even necessarily amazing, but it's so strong with the ramping. Solid. Tie for 3rd place. Another win. Actually, honestly, today's been pretty good for getting some wins in. Guys, I may be streaming a little bit later. I am going to take a break. So I will be hopping offline for a while. Keep your eyes peeled. If you're new here, turn on notifications. Well, subscribe. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live, so you don't miss a live stream or any new video drops. I will be on later, hopefully. No guarantees, and maybe a stream tomorrow, but I'm going to be going on vacation, so keep your eyes peeled. But next week is going to be a little quiet as far as video drops because I'm going to be in another country. So it'll be a little bit of a break, so keep that in mind. And I will see everybody in the next one. Peace.